Hello from Western New York, and it's been a little while since I made a video. I'll admit to that. At least about a month almost, at least. Now, what I'm going to do is work on transplanting some bulbs. Yeah. As you can see, right at my feet, it's quite a bit of bulbs. These are snowdrop bulbs. These will flower at the beginning of the year. You know, they're small, but there's a lot of them right in here. I'm digging these up, at least a few of them, because it's a bit of a hike get down here to get them. You know, just to look at them. So, dig up a few of them. And see about transplanting them to another location. And this is a good thing, because one thing you want to do with your bulbs when they get nativized and to the point that they're just choking each other out, you want to break up their clumps. This applies to pretty much any sort of bulb you want, like daffodils, tulips, crocuses. You break these clumps up, you move them around, and they will do all the better for it. I mean, right here I got at least 10. Right there. Let's see about locating a few more. Plant a few more sections that I have marked off. You know, and woo-wee, there's quite a bit in there. Now, I might have broken a few bulbs. That's not a big worry. I got plenty more bulbs. You know, you leave a few at the native site. That way, there'll be more for next year. And either you can dig them up, or perhaps someone else who wants them. I mean, if you got a neighbor who wants some of their own, be nice. And of course, it's possible that the clump that you're digging up is indeed on your neighbor's property. In such cases, get permission from the rightful landlord. You get permission, be much easier that next time that You know, you get like a small amount started, you can, well, I know I got some right in there. I know I got a few bulbs around in here. At the moment I just can't locate them. Piece of advice, when you're locating, when you're marking a site for bulbs that you plan on digging, leave a marker. And I know I left a few markers like these. It's just time comes, sometimes said markers get knocked down. So, and sometimes it can be difficult to tell, is it a marker or is it just a regular stick that fell? And this one might be a marker stick. And don't be too distressed if you can't locate your bulbs this year. It's always next year. And next year, you can actually mark them a little bit better. That's a beautiful sight over there. Nice, fresh, cold stream flowing. Now, I'm not quite sure. I'll just leave them be, mark them better for, you know, during the winter. On the other hand, I got a good start right here. I don't need to get anything too fancy. So this is digging up bulbs, and so general rule of thumb is you can dig them up, you know, like, you know, if you want to transplant them, you want to dig. Well, that's gonna be fun. You want to dig, basically when you're digging up bulbs, figure best time to do this is like, you know, early fall. You know, all the green's dead or is dying, and it's also a good time during which you can transplant them. And I know I got plenty of bulbs handed in here. This is a good clump. I'm practically standing right on top of them, actually. But what you want to do is you dig up a few and leave the rest for later. Because, one, if you've seen my videos earlier for this year, you saw me, I was actually kind of surprised. I was happy to see them. I mean, these things are just beautiful. They're just gorgeous. And, you know, it's the first flower of the spring. You know, late winter, there's nothing green, and then these things just pop up. It's just beautiful. And I'll be honest, I didn't know that these were down here until I made that discovery. And I have a general idea as to how these got here. My grandmother, who passed away about 10 years back, well, my maternal grandmother, she planted some snowdrops years and years ago. And, well, the location was more or less lost. My mother didn't know where they were or anything like that. And, well, I discovered them and showed them to my mother, and basically we made plans to dig them up, at least some of them, and transplant them to around our trailer, so that way we don't necessarily need to come down here. Although, I'll admit, this is a very gorgeous spot to look at, even in the middle of winter. You know. And we got plans for next year as well. I'm going to try to see if I turn that field into a garden. And basically, we're going to at least get started with transplanting some of these around some spots around our backyard, around the garden. And next spring, we're going to be able to step outside. We're going to be able to take a look at them ourselves without necessarily coming all the way down here. And that's going to be a bit of a bonus because, well, people do get old, and sometimes it's going to be difficult just to come down here to look at these that are only out for a few weeks, if that. Still, it's going to be something. Well, this is Western New York. Please subscribe if you like this. Post comments. Subscribe if you like. Post comments if you like this. Subscribe. Click the like button. All that sort of. Share it with your friends and all that sort of stuff. Okay. Goodbye. Let's take another look at it.